Hey, what's up? This is Rod, and this is Brothers Abroad. It had come to my attention, this is the anniversary of when I had first went to Dominican Republic. And I want to talk about that. It started an artist I've worked with before. Him and his friends, they went to Dominican Republic all the time. And I've never been, but I always heard stories. So I had met up with them. Everything was like last minute. I had just came back from Jamaica. And I was maybe home for 2 weeks before I went right back out the door and went to Dominican Republic. I had met up with them. It's the first time ever going on a trip with any of them. A lot of them I was meeting for the first time. You know, we all met up in the airport. We headed over to Boca Chica because that's where they were staying, in Boca Chica. And once again, I don't know nothing about Dominican Republic. I know Punta Cana, that was it. Like most people that never really traveled there, that's all I knew. Ain't no other part of Dominican Republic. We go there. I should have knew it was something from the beginning, because it was like the very beginning when we pulled up. You know, I'm looking in the neighborhood. I'm like, this don't look too great. You know, it look a little sketchy. You know, but it's a beautiful beach. But everything else around it just, I don't know. It feels like I'm in the hood, and I'm like, I just left the hood. Why the hell am I back in the hood? Got to my Airbnb. My Airbnb was like right across the hall from them, and got myself situated and everything. And you know, I went to hang out with them and whatnot. And it wasn't really, he really had no itinerary, nothing to do, no nothing. Like, oh, let's hang out here, nothing. So eventually, we had finally hit the streets. And we went out there and it was just like the slums, you know, like to be honest. And I'm just like, I don't know about this. Nevertheless, we, you know, walking around and when everybody just asking for this, asking for that. Never been to Boca Chica, trust me. It's a lot of people going to ask you, come to this restaurant, buy this from me. It happens a lot in Boca Chica, and I can understand because of the infrastructure and everything there. There's a very beautiful beach and water and everything, but it comes to that, it's like, nevertheless, I don't know about none of this at the time. With them, and we hanging out, and you know, we get to the point where, you know, it's getting a little later, people hungry, you know, I'm hungry, you know, I've been here for some hours now. And we didn't go to no restaurant. Like, you know, there's restaurants around, but we go to no restaurant. So we go to this stand, and this lady is out here. She got like fresh fish, but it's like damn flies all over. I'm sorry, I don't know, maybe you might feel different, but me, I'm not trying to really eat no damn fish that got flies all over it. I'm sorry. The lady made that, and the Papa Frias or whatever, like made all that. You know, they enjoyed themselves. Nobody asked me that I want anything, but I guess they assumed once I saw the fly thing, I was like, I'm good. But nobody said, okay, was there anywhere else you want to go? Nothing. So I'm like, once again, I don't know nothing about this place. So I'm out here fending for myself. So one of the guys that had booked the whole trip, he had just came back from Colombia, and it was his birthday. He had celebrating Colombia, so he kind of, let's just say, drained. And he just like, I just want to rest. I don't really want to do nothing. And I'm like, that's fine, but that got nothing to do with us. So he meets a lady at the supermarket, comes back, change her clothes. She goes in the kitchen and cook for us. So we're like, oh, all right, cool. You know, we get a good meal. No fault of hers, I will say. She had a limited amount of food to cook. It was, counting her, it was 5 of us in total. And she literally makes 10 chicken wings, which if you do your math, you know grade school math, you know what I mean, divided by 5, that's 2 chicken wings a piece. Plus she makes this big bowl of rice that had no flavor to it. I never would expect that, you know, from a Spanish woman. I'm just being honest. Like, you know, my Spanish sisters, my black sisters, you know, they throw down in the kitchen. Even some white sisters that throw down in the kitchen, I'm not gonna lie. No bit of seasoning. And I'm like, this is crazy. Got this big husky bowl of rice, 2 pieces of chicken wings. I'm like, what the hell? That was my first night there. My first full day there. Only stayed, plan was for 5 days. Ended up being less, and I'll get into that in a second. Luckily, the one guy we met at the airport was one of their friends. He already had plans. It was his birthday week. He had plans. He already had plans. He was going. He had Airbnbs, hotels. He had everything set up. So he wasn't even supposed to have been in Boca Chica. He supposed to have been over in Puerto Plata, I think is where he was at. I think he was over Santos. I mean, I could be wrong, or Santiago, whatever, but it was a long time ago. But he wasn't in Boca Chica. And he told us, like, you know, I'm over here, but, you know, y'all my boys, I'll hang out with y'all a couple days. He was a guy sent. because he made the trip any bit of please. If it wasn't for him, that trip would have been horrible. Because my next full day, I'm looking for something to eat, trying to figure out where I'm gonna go. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I go ask the guys, hey, where's a good place to eat and whatever the case may be. Oh, well, so-and-so's on the beach. So you call him on his WhatsApp. You can meet up with him because he's already at a restaurant. I said, okay. I call a guy, meet up with him. He had the restaurant by himself. I get to the restaurant, nothing but hospitable to me. This guy was like, look, what you want to eat, what you want to drink, I got you, not a problem. Once again, I don't know nothing about the currency rate difference or nothing at this time. So I'm like, good God, this man must have spent like hundreds of dollars on this food. Like, that's crazy. Now realizing that man paid a fraction of the cost. We got food, we got drinks, we talk, we chill. And even he said, like, I don't know why they brought you here for your first time. Once again, there's no disrespect to Boca Chica, but I would suggest to anybody going to Dominican Republic for the first time, Boca Chica wouldn't be the first place I would go. You got Sosúa, you got Puerto Plata. You want to be tourist, like you go Punta Cana, Santos Domingo, whatever and stuff. You like the city feel. I would not suggest. Boca Chica is more a place you go with your family or if you're in a relationship. That's where you go for that. That's not a place you go at just for guys' time. Unless it's guys' time from the I want to get away from everything and I just want to, just chill out. Then that's different. I didn't know none of this. So he was like, yeah, I don't know why they brought you here. You should have went here. You should have went there. And, all this. And, he told me, he said, look, you can roll with me. I'm going over to Santos Domingo and all. And I ain't know nothing about none of that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of passed whatever I shouldn't have passed, but I ended up passing. We hung out. Like, he hung out. I think he was there for about a couple days. And that was the best time. He made sure, like, where to go to eat, where to go to drink. You looking for some ladies and stuff. This the place to go for the lady. Like, everything he broke down to me that these guys should have told me that they didn't tell me. Meanwhile, I come past their place. All they doing is toting up and watching television. That's it. And I'm like, why would you go on a vacation just to sit, Airbnb, whatever? I don't understand that with anybody. I feel that's a waste of money, like in my honest opinion. Eventually went out and stuff like that and walked the streets, but it wasn't really too much to do there. Like, a lot of the action was further away from there. Like, we was at, it was more close-knit, and it wasn't really like too much to do. Like I said, it was like being in the hood with a beautiful beach. Nevertheless, I just kind of said, okay, I gotta do stuff for myself. Once the one guy had left, I said I'm gonna do it for myself. So the remainder of the time I was there, I roamed the beach by myself. Went and got my own food, own drinks. They saw me at one point. Like, hey, what's going on, Ryan? Hey, man, I see you over there doing it. Yeah, I mean, I might as well. Y'all damn sure ain't showing me where to go and what to do. So that was my first impression of Dominican Republic. So much that I never wanted to come back again. Honestly, if it wasn't like a lot of these YouTube brothers out here, I wouldn't have never came back. Shout out to Ronan the Traveler. He really inspired me to come back because he showed me other parts. That's how I got to find out about Santos Domingo and other parts. Prior to that, all I knew was Boca Chica. I know about Sosúa because I've heard dudes talk about that. That was it. I ain't, of course, Punta Cana, but I ain't know nothing else. Thanks to him and other YouTube brothers, I was able to, coming back years later, and I had a great time and have had a great time since. So much that now I'm in the process of moving there. I think that's a beautiful thing. So came full circle for me. I was just in Dominican Republic and I came back and the lovely lady I was with, she had showed me around in Boca Chica. I was about to go back home anyway. I was about to catch my flight, but I had time to kill. So she said, okay, we go to Boca Chica. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, I didn't have a good experience at Boca. I'm having PTSD. Like, oh no, I don't want to go back. And we went, and ironically, we was in the same neighborhood, the same area. Now, a lot has changed because it was years removed, so certain places wasn't there that was there, and there was new places that's there. But it was crazy because I was just having flashbacks. And we sat there, and we relaxed on the beach, and, we ate, we drank, and everything. And I had an awesome time. The artist that I deal with, I told him, I said, bro, like, the time I had with y'all was horrible. Like, to the point, and I didn't even say that earlier, I shortened my trip. I was supposed to have been for 5 days. I stayed for 4 days. I was trying to make it 3 if I could possibly, but I ended up staying a day shorter because I just didn't want to be there no more. It was just horrible. Especially I'm just coming back from Jamaica. I had an awesome time in Jamaica, and now I'm here having the opposite of that. But nevertheless, like I said, the young lady, she took me around and I had an awesome time. And it like wiped away all the crap I had before. So I just wanted to tell you my little story time about that. It was like I said, it just shows something that bad could become good. It all depends on who you're around and who you deal with. So once again, as always, this is Rye, his brothers abroad, and I'll see y'all in the next video, alright?